Hello. Hello. It has been a bit since I've done a video, but I decided I want to try to do them again because they were fun to do. And the quality was terrible. So I'm gonna be doing like a draft analysis for what I got. Wait, fuck up. Wait, I'm just clicking box for what I got for the Uber's leading of XPDLA. It's Nature division. It's just Uber's. We have 50 points. I think we have like I don't remember how many points we have, but we had like 150 points. 50 points for to get as much as like we need. I'm blanking on the rules, but like no, we had to expand at most 50 points on Ubers. If we didn't need to, we didn't have to grab Ubers. I did because it's fun, but because Ubers are fun to use. But I actually started traveling on Ubers, so it's glad to be back. So my first pick, I was last pick, of course, like always. And like a lot of stuff went. I was between like a lot of stuff I kind of considered to grab, especially Lunala is a Pokemon I really wanted to use. I thought about my gear and I chose a Pokemon I've seen people use. Yes, Marshadow was still on the board, but at the time I was sleeping, so I didn't know. But if I was awake, I probably got it. Mewtwo is someone that I was considering should then die. Got taken like immediately. So the Pokemon I went with was Zekrom. Zekrom is so good. Like, look at this. It has one of the best, I think, stat distributions of like any Uber. Like, it's so fast, so good at mix. It can do like whatever. It's one of the best Dragonite Supers in the game. For one, it's like one of the best mix attackers in the whole game. It abuses like you can use inner power better than like most other electric types because it has like a massive 120 special attack. It's just typing is amazing. It gets like so many good moves. It's good at support, good at offense, good at defense, good at everything. The only thing that's not that good is speed because its speed ties with a lot of Ubers. But like if we have a sufficient team support, it's not that big of a deal, and I think we do. So I really wanted to try Zekrom. A lot of people vouch for me saying it's good, and like so far I played like 2 weeks, and like Zekrom I think has like he's my MVP if I'm not mistaken in terms of kills. I've been really liking him. The name is Destiny because he's the guy that. Oh wait, sometimes I don't know why it doesn't let me sometimes type. It just doesn't. Look, like sometimes I cannot delete stuff that I type. For some reason, like I don't get it. But whatever, Destiny does that. Also, the wheel picks. I really wanted like another big like physical breaker of Zekrom. Especially one that overwhelm like some of these checks, like fairies are like good checks. Ground types are good checks. Good checks, so I wanted to take like a Pokemon that I felt like just was such a good offensive partner of it. That was Urshifu. Urshifu single. Single actually didn't come from my Ubers because Urshifu is not Uber in Draft League. It's very good, but it's not broken. It's gonna be named Taku. It's just like I think everyone knows what Urshifu does. It clicks like a blow. And it kills stuff. It just does. Click. It's just like a button clicker. Click a blow. Close combat. You turn positive. Probably what I'm gonna run every week. But it's so effective at doing that that I felt like it was just so worth it to grab it right now. Especially because it was the MVP last season. Not like I really liked the way that Destiny won last season. That's why. Also, Zach was named Destiny. He won last season, and then like I think we shipped about like 16 kills. I was like, oh, this Pokemon's amazing. I really want to try it. Especially because people are starting to ban it nowadays. So like, I really just want to use it before like people ban it or it moves up to like Uber's on traffic. Although I don't think it's broken. It's broken, but I don't think it's like ban worthy. I people don't seem to agree, so I took a shit pretty easy. So I took a one on XP, but I knew the pick I wanted or knew with the Celestial and the HQ. I knew I wanted the Celestial. It's so good synergistic with Zekrom. Resist. So good synergistic with both Pokemon to be fair. It resists the, it's immune to the ground types, that which will hit Zekrom. Resists the fairy types, I wanna hit both. So the dragon types, I wanna hit Zekrom. It resists it, like and the only thing it doesn't cover is ice. That's it. And I felt like I could easily cover ice with other good Pokemon. So I felt like it was just such a good synergy. Because Celeste is so versatile. It can be offensive, defensive, can do whatever. Especially on a team that like Zekrom and Urshifu can both return both switch. They can like bait something, pick Salasila, and Salasila just sits. It's such a good pivoting for them. I felt like it was so good. Good for me to grab. Doesn't get rocks unfortunately, but like if it did get rocks, this Pokemon would be broken. But I really like Sally here. Together with Sally, I grab its pattern time in crime. I think most people like Little Wash, so it's pretty sure it's like a common core you that will pump and run away. It's just so good synergistically, it's awesome. Yeah, I get it's so electric, but like they actually don't share any weaknesses. The only weakness Little Wash has is grass. Zekrom resists grass. And like it resists ice and is immune to ground. So see another thing. And also pivot, so like just again another Pokemon that's very bulky but it can be offensive. It's something like I'm really valued on this team because I feel like in Ubers, I don't want to really make my walls too passive. I want my walls to pivot, something the Wash can do. I want them to be able to break subs, what they both can do, and I want them to Tony Kurt set up on them, which also can do. Lead Seed, Little Watch can do Voice, Thunder Wave. I think it gets Anchor. Might be wrong. No. Oh, it's so good. We use an Anchor too much in the but yeah, I really liked Little Watch. So after that, my next pick was Uxie. Uxie is not. Mm, he'd not be able to do this for some goddamn reason. Not can not get the Uxie. It's just like again a bit of another pivot. Get some rocks. It's just a very fat Pokemon one, and then like I wanted a good fighting resist because like Pokemon like there's a lot of good fighting types. My team doesn't really particularly like fighting types at this point. Like a very good fighting type most from my team. I feel like Uxie is just so good for time. Good pivot. Get rocks. I'm really valuing hazards. I'm so glad to get Uxie. Pokemon I'm always wanted to try. I really like walls that can get set up on. Uxie. It's M4, so it's hard to set up when it gets U-turn to you. So it's not that passive. Its offensive stats are not the best, but I can definitely even them to do stuff. So yeah, Uxie might not be like the best Pokemon of all time, but I really like it here. So next, I also grabbed Scolipede with it. Kind of for like similar reason why I grabbed Celesteela, if that makes sense. Which speed. Like I don't remember how that is. Speed boost. Speed boost. The Scolipede kind of the same, like similar reasons to Sally. It's just like some of the offensively beats fairies, which I felt like meta that has like shit with Xerneas is legal. I felt like it was valuable. It was very valuable. Also spikes and toxic spikes I felt like would be so good with like Urshifu and Zekrom. It just forms more chip than rocks. Rocks force more chip. This thing also forced a lot of prep. I feel like with both Zekrom and Urshifu as physical breakers, Scolipede could also clean very well. So like Scolipede, it's a very good Pokemon. I feel like it's kind of slept on. The fact that gets Stealth Rocks, not Stealth Rock spikes and Toxic Spikes, I felt like was so good for my team. Also, like obviously incredible ability and speed boost. I don't really need speed boost. I feel like there's like probably some matchups like Sworn could be cool. Although speed boost is obviously the bread and butter. But so At this point, I was kind of glad. It was kind of like the team, but I wanted like a few more walls. Walls and like because at that point I knew more when my last offensive piece was, so I really wanted more defense. So I got a Megaldino. I'm not the biggest fan of Mika of Aldina. I feel like she's the last time we used it, like I felt like this time it was just so good. It's just such a good like track to most supers because most supers legitimately struggle to break this. It's like just practicing my first match. My first week was against a team with like Magdirna and Kieran Wine. Like this thing took like 25% from Scarface Beam. I think it was modest Scarface Beam. 25%. And then like from college she lived like a modest max attack. Attacks flash cannon from life. Kieran. This thing is so fat most of the struggle to break it. I it's a bit passive, but like I said, this he gets Encore. So it doesn't be easy to set up, and I'm pretty sure that's awesome. No, I thought about both sometimes. It can also wish, healing wish. I feel like it's just such a good piece, support piece to my team. Also, it's incredibly good defensive synergy with Celesteela, Wash, Oopsie, like especially because my fairy doesn't resist fighting. Also, as a bulky normal, something like shits on Spectre, like every Pokemon shits on Spectre, but Megadina does. Sure, sure. I really liked Megadina here. Also, I think it gives me a trick room option. Yeah, it gives me like a TR option if I'm not like room service Zekrom, but I'm probably not doing that. But I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I felt like it's a cool Pokemon. And like, also looking at the team right now, like a very good, like, a super strong, like, Badger type can clean, can destroy me because like, Zekrom, yeah, it's quite resist, but like, in the Pro Ice, and then like, you you don't have a lot of special defense, you take super effective, you're neutral, but like, you can definitely get wear down. You can definitely get wear down. You're frail. You can definitely and like you're kind of hard to break, but like if, if they can break Magodino, then like other electric type is most of me like a Dracozoid is legitimately terrifying. So I grabbed Dolphin as my ground type. Like boy Knuckles. I wish I could do custom size like make a red Dolphin would be very cool. But the reason I took Dolphin is because I really liked rapid spin at this team because at this point I had like only Zach. I think I had Zekrom Wash as my hazard as my hazard removers, and I really like having spin on drops. Something that I really learned to like, especially when I have spikes and toxic spikes, rocks, and I don't want to like lose them on my own team. I felt like it just would be so good. Also, Dolphin's Sparkle passive like 120. It has like a lot of attack. It's a pretty high attack stat. It's higher than like Scolipede. I feel like a Cyborg could go for this heights. And also who always gets Soft Rocks. Always gets Soft Rocks. He's a reliable rocker. We see I felt like two super reliable rockers have been really need more. My answer game I think is the best for nature. If not the best from the league, it's that good. Good. But I felt like having spin was so valuable here. That like I could like I just really like having spin. I really like having a ground type that could beat those electric types that were really, I feel like, put on the hard versus my team. Because priority, like I sure it actually has a lot of that. The last time we used Dolphin was a bit ago, but I really enjoyed it. So like I was finding the repeat. Also against like another knockoff either because my team did not really have only Oopsie knockoffs. So the more knockoff the better. So my next pick is Crocodile. The reason why I took Cry Argonaut is because it's gonna be named Tom. The reason why I took Crocodile is because I really like the speed. That like I wanted more like above 100 speed tiers, obviously, because at this point I only have Scolipede. Like it's very fast, yes, but like I wanted a bit more. more. So like this kind of force is like 115s. But before equivalent modest, because I'm pretty sure base 115s cannot be like Ushifu while being modest. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure. Sure. So I felt like Progno was good for that. Also, because like strong freeze dry, a lot of teams have noticed at this point just flat out lost your freeze dry. It's like just bringing her organo just to have like pressure freeze dry was good. Gives another spinner. It's all gives another spinner in the further. So I have disruptions. Freeze dry is incredibly busted move. I've done some decent like moves like Flash Cannon is cool, like Haze, Knockoff. Recovery is dope. It's not the best Pokemon ever, but it has a lot of special defense. So, like it's also like a very good ice resist. Because although my team is very fat, I don't think I'll lose any ice types. Especially with Wash. The more defense helps. So I felt like Dragono had like a good place here. Especially because I feel like my team struggled a bit to break Bulky Waters and Velzacron. Velzacron Wash. I felt like we're just good. Like it was not necessary, but I kind of like it here. Like also now the ground immunity is very good. My team has some L3 ground immunities. I never resist, but like Zai mommy didn't get drafted, and I think Zygarde got dropped if I'm not mistaken. So like I don't, I'm not just scared. No one's paying me hours. Which to be fair, I feel like someone should have gotten Zai mommy. Like looking at the drafts, Zai mommy destroys my draft and destroys every other draft. But yeah, so the Uber I took, my second Uber was Shaman Sky. Kai, it was like I think it was the cheapest Uber available. It was either the like Deoxys Speed Nano. It's like one of the cheaper. It was like very cheap. The reason why I took Shaman Sky, my girl Mabel, is because I really like this speed here. Like I said, my team was just on low, but now I have Crowder, 105. I have Scolipede 112, and then like I have like an elite speed hero Shaman 127. I feel like that's very good. Shaman's guys not the best Uber. It's very mediocre. But like the speed hero is so good, and also look at the amount of Ubers that shout speeds. Shout speed Kali Ice obviously because it's Shukru Mahan. Shout speeds Libros Race, shout speeds Dialga. Eternal Scotland, so shout speeds all the Genesacts. Giratina forms, the Groundon, Coyote, Groundon, Ho-Ho, the Kieran forms, Lando, Lugia, who's one of the fastest Ubers, Lunala. Marshadow was a massive one. Massive one that I really wanted to outspeed. Tweets Palkia. He like forces Timid on Mewtwo. Outspeeds Ray. Forces Timid on like this. So I felt like the speed was so good. Good that like I really felt like Shaman's card could just like force prep. But soon force prep and also just click moves. There's like I saw some teams legitimately cannot switch to the thing because a lot of grass resists and others are either other grass types, fire types, or steel types. Guess what? Other grass types get bopped by air slime. Most fire types get bopped by air power, and most steel types get bopped by air power, and the ones that don't, because it's ring grace, they can get flinched by air slash. They can drop air power. I felt like just a legitimately good Pokemon that I could get mileage off. Because my team was mostly physical, my only two like good like special mons are Korogono, Shaman Sky, and I guess Celesteela if he's offensive. So like Mabel gives me like a very important thing I didn't have. So my last pick, I have 2 points left. I took Flareon. The reason why I took Flareon for my girl, Cake, is because I wanted a way to be Mag. That's literally it. The single I played the Mag team week 1 and like spoilers. This one's gonna let Mag set up. It's just like every time Mag did anything just fall out. Raw and like pass flash and shit. It's a good Pokemon. It's not that good, but like I feel like my team it didn't really have fire type. My team kinda annoyed me sometimes, defensively speaking. So like I felt like Flareon actually had a place. It's not that good. But look at my team. It's like Zekrom, Urshifu, Sansila Rotom Wash, Uxie, Scolipede, Megalodino, Tonphin, Crocodile, fucking Shaman Sky. Like, this one could be bad. It doesn't really matter. But it's cute. And it came from week, which is more than like so far. I think neither Dolphin or Crocodile has come from week. So yeah, flatter of supremacy. But this is the draft. I really like this team. This team, I've been using it very well. I feel like it's PR said is the second best team, which I agree. Because the best team is actually very busted, even more than mine. So yeah. So this is gonna be the draft analysis. I'm gonna post it from the match tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it up tomorrow. Cause it's a pretty fun match. This time I'm actually gonna post a match. I promise. But yeah, say leave comment down below like subscribe with the fucking junk. It's your favorite mon of the team, and like I'm gonna try to drop the the PCL draft analysis from the team I took over. I really like the team too, and like I have like another draft going on, so that one should be being near you too. So yeah, this is the draft. So like as a quick refresher, Zekrom, Mushifu single, Salasila, like that's in the Zekrom, Tackle the Mushifu single strike, the HQ the Salasila, Little Pump the Bottom Wash, Uxie the Naganoxie, Speed Boost, this color P, Megadino, Nico the Megadino, Knuckles the Dolphin, Stone Cold the Crogno, Mabel the Shaman Sky, and Cake the Flarian. So yeah, have a good rest of life, and see you guys later.